and you watch that activity take place, and when we have our new cameras in, you're gonna see that it's taking place, so, you know, when you get comments from the residents that something isn't occurring, let's go check the tape.
And if we don't have the trap gate, what's gonna happen is, I don't wanna get in line for that long photo ID. I'll just sneak in behind the next car goes through the residence side. And that is exactly what they'll do.
Yeah.
Don't kid yourself into thinking they can.
I would, at this point, we're going around in circles.
Yes, we are.
I would entertain a motion one way or the other, so that this committee can make a decision.
I would entertain, I would make a motion to do away with it.
Do away with the trap gate. Do we have a second? We do not. Do we have a motion to retain the trap gate?
I'll make a motion to retain it as.
Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We've got 3 ayes.
3 ayes, and I'm abstaining, I am.
So Ron?
So we have 3, 4.
I'm up
Yeah, where are you?
discussion with this for a second.
Well, we have a vote 3 to 1, right?
Well, I understand that, there's a vote. I'm of two opinions about the thing. I've heard, I've lived here for 15 years, so I've been through all of it, before and after and collection, and I use the gate. I'm one of those guys, if the visitor's gate is empty and the trap gate is working, I'm gonna move over to the visitor side and move.
Me too.
That's what I do. I don't see a problem with, we're retired. I love it when people say, I can't stand waiting in line because of the trap gate. And they say, where are you rushing off to, you know?
Gotta go watch TV.
You know, same thing with speeding through the community. Same issue, same issue.
I agree.
Small number of people speed through here going over 40 miles an hour, and where are you rushing off to? Okay? I'm ambivalent about whether we use it or whether we don't use it, quite frankly. I'm really ambivalent.
Okay,
So-
the motion
Yeah,
has
I agree.
passed to retain the trap gate, 3 to 1, we will retain the trap gate.
What about the exit gate? Same issue there.
Well, we're gonna come back to you
It's
for the resignation. Further on the safety and security work group, the work on Pelican Preserve Boulevard that is the over the bridge striping and the stuff. is
That's almost as old as a trap gate.
Exactly. That has been, it is caught in a bureaucratic maze. I just can't extract it from the engineers and everybody, and the last problem that came up was, we decided that we didn't want standard signs, we wanted the decorative signs. We don't want these kind of ugly standard signs.
Matches the rest of the community.
That matches the rest of the community. We didn't want these, well, it turned out that the guys who do the stripes don't do decorative signs, so we had to go out and get another bid for the decorative signs. I guess this will get done at some time in the future. I hope I live to see the day.
Phil, what kind of decorative signs are you talking about? The poles and so forth?
Yes.
Do you know that there are 4 decorative poles? 2 at Carina and 2 at Matarita that say no construction trucks. We don't have construction trucks going up and down those roads anymore, and they're at the entrance of both roads. Why don't you just pull them out and put the signs in those spots?
That's a great idea.
A good idea.
Something for you guys to take a quick.
Repurpose it. Yep.
Absolutely repurpose it.
The other thing I could add is I got an email from Tyler, I think earlier this week or last week, and he said, hey, we come up with this, I don't really know how to purchase it, talk to Tony and you guys get on the piggyback, and I'm like, whoa, wait a second, you're supposed to bid this out and get the pricing, and it was like dumping it on me, and I threw it back to him.
It is unbelievable. Okay. Somehow, as I say, maybe in my lifetime we'll get this done.
But I'll, if I have to, if he has his documents right where I can get the pricing, I'll run it through the county purchasing, but I thought it was funny, he goes that far and then he just like watched.
See, my guys just buy them, Chris, and then you say we didn't go through the bid.
Yeah.
Can't make that
We
happen.
gotta get the sign to go on it, unless you wanna leave the no construction trucks on there.
We are still awaiting word from Lennar as to what they plan to do on Veneto Drive, to see what we may do with regard to extra stop signs and marking on Veneto, as requested by the community there. So
What is it that you think the Noah's gonna do, pay for it?
Well, we think they're gonna pay for, they may wanna resurface the road, and the question is how much of that resurfacing they'll pay for. They have said that they will pay for, at least in part, part of the proposal is to put double white stripes down that road. And they have said that they would pay for at least the
Pretty
piece
good.
going from Vicenza back to the parking lot. So we're waiting to see where they're gonna come out on that. The police are, going to be in the community starting this month. The extra police stuff will be in the community, so we'll see how that works out. As a kind of an amendment to that thing, it occurred to me that our original contract with the Fort Myers Police Department only covered Pelican Preserve Boulevard, because we didn't have the other properties had not been conveyed to us at the time that we signed the contract. I discussed it with Tony, he agreed that, yes, that's true, so he's gonna work on amending that contract. I mean, it's not a big deal.
How long that's gonna take?
Well, he's gotta work through
It'll be
the,
right behind the stripes on the bridge.
What's the speed limit that they will work with?
25 or.
10 miles
You know,
over 25.
Prado, believe it or not, is 25 from the construction road down to the circle.
Yeah.
It's the only one that's a community type road with houses that's 25
Right,
miles an hour.
yeah.
So the police would then be able to.
They would be able to enforce their.
Okay.
They drive pretty fast on Cypress Grove.
Well, it's a speedway.
Well, it's a 2-lane road next direction.
Sure.
Sure, Cypress Grove.
It's amazing how
Cypress Grove
fast-
is 30.
It's amazing how fast they're going on Prado.
Well,
When I've been up there at that sidewalk site, it's amazing how fast the construction trucks are going back
Oh,
and
yeah.
forth there.
And then on Cypress Grove where the golf carts cross, that really makes me nervous, because some of the golf carts, they think they have the right of way, and they just keep right on going, and now you got the racetrack out there with the golf carts cutting in front of them.
Right after the first one gets wiped out, they'll slow
They'll
down.
slow down, yeah.
Yeah, well, we have requested the golf club to come up with a rerouting of, some kind of routing of golf carts, that would make those things less dangerous, but nothing has occurred.
I've seen a number of golfers
Golf
crossing
club
at the
take that on?
Hmm?
Did anybody say that's mine, I'll do it? Or look at
Well,
it?
every time I have had several contacts with Scott Ortiz, and he keeps saying, we're working on it.
Keep working
And
on
And
it.
I've asked them to pay for the
I've been
pond maintenance and
pressing.
driving range,
Yeah.
and they're working on it.
Yeah, no, I will keep pressing him.
Can I ask a question, speaking of ponds and the golf course? How do we find out who owns that pond at Cypress Grove and Pelican Preserve, which is the irrigation pond? Who has,
Golf course,
the golf course owns that pond?
entirely.
How does
We don't
that-
pay for it, we don't do anything to it.
Okay.
It's their irrigation pond.
Is it also our irrigation
No,
pond?
it is their irrigation. I have no idea who does our irrigation, it might all be the same, but we don't maintain it, we do nothing to it.
We gotta find out where our pond is.
Why, you getting free water?
No, that's where the city's gonna dump their water in our irrigation pond.
It's
And
not
David,
our irrigation pond.
okay,
It
well,
is the
David
golf
said that,
course's irrigation.
David said that's where the water was going to be pumped to.
Maybe.
There's a pipe that's connecting
We
there.
pay nothing, we just sit here and watch it. I don't know why you wanna stir that up.
I don't wanna stir anything up. We might just get.
But we are gonna get, we
Stuck
may
with it.
get reclaimed water from the city.
Well, we are.
If and when that occurs,
Don't
if
we-
they put it in the golf course pond, the golf course is gonna pay for it, I guess.
Well, we need to understand how that's gonna work out.
We'll have to
I don't
find
think
out.
You can just say.
That'll be in the landscape, I'll let Joe run that one.
They're
Yeah.
selecting, they're suggesting just
Well,
one
no,
meter
no, Joe,
coming
and
to the
Joe
whole
is,
community.
yeah, Joe is gonna take that on,
Good.
but because there are issues around that need to.
Just so you're real clear, it's not part of our pond system.
Okay, thank you.
Golf carts. This was presented to, this is another long thing, presented as we asked for a reconsideration from the board, and it turns out, in order to get reconsideration, that has to be proposed by the person whose vote was against the thing, to ask for reconsideration. So I have now.
That person has to,
Yes, so I've now gone back to Tony, and he said, rather than doing it as a reconsideration, go and ask for an amendment. So, I plan to do that, however, I plan not to do that until after the election is over for obvious reasons. So, that's an ongoing story. Any questions? Okay. Next thing is, committee member requests and audience comments.
Gateway meeting attendance, right?
I'm sorry, you're right, Rob, thank you. Gateway meeting attendance.
I have you on the 18th.
I'm going on the 18th, that's correct.
And we did not do.
We do not only have people for November or December.
Correct.
First, now, I don't know, are there any of those days in December? Chris, there's one of them that would be the 20th of December. Are they gonna meet?
They're gonna cancel.
They're gonna cancel that one. Okay. So we need people for the 1st of November, the 15th of November, and the 6th of December.
I can do,
I can do the 15th of November. I will plan to do the 15th of November because that's when I'm gonna bring the golf cart thing back.
I got a meeting on the first.
Anybody can do the 1st of November?
I volunteered for almost anyone that's, but I have an issue that I will have to ask to be excused from that date for the year. Till through December, of course.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Can you do 1st of?
I come to them all anyway.
Huh?
I come to them all anyway.
Yeah, yeah. 6th of December. Okay, we'll see, well, maybe we can get Greg to do one of these. Okay.
Yeah, I can nominate you.
Okay.
Are you there, John?
Committee member requests, any? Audience comments? You can come forward, introduce yourself.
Don Mickle, Pelican Preserve, Tiberio. Got a question concerning the ponds. And in reference to the ponds, particularly Pond 31, which I have a real interest in. They came in and they cut the grasses out of the ponds about a month ago, something like that.
Oh, harvesting.
Harvesting. Why didn't they kill the watered grasses before cutting them?
That's a great question.
You can use a systemic
Yeah,
killer.
the problem is, on that pond particularly, it's a shallow pond we have in the community.
Correct.
And with the dry season, wet season level of grasses, we kill a lot of that grass, because if we didn't, it would completely become grassed. It would look like the marsh pump down at Trieste and Pelican. In order to get the biggest bang for our buck, we harvested, which means we cut it all down and then carried it away. If we had sprayed it, and we certainly could have, then it takes about a month for that to die and fall down. It was just expediency.
Okay, yeah, it's coming back pretty rapid right now.
And it will, because now the water's receding.
Exactly.
So by the time it grows, it'll be an appropriate length again.
Wouldn't it be appropriate to come in then and spray it now?
No, well, I don't know. I haven't been out there to look at it in the last 5 days, but if we spray it before the water level recedes, then we'll kill grasses that we actually want to have.
Okay, I think it really needs to be looked at, killing those grasses, because we're just, every 6 months to a year, we
It's
have to
absolutely a
redo those.
moving target. That is one of the most difficult ponds we have. That one in 34 between Viadana and Cameron.
Okay,
And in 34, we've got a chemical program going over there now. And I don't know if you've looked at it.
well, the big pond at Cypress Grove and Pelican Preserve, apparently they did put a weed killer, grass killer.
We kill the weeds every single week. Every single week, someone's going around killing them to try and maintain them. But the problem when it dies and falls over is then you get algae.
Right.
And then people don't like the appearance of that, and rightly so. So it's a balance. We're always fighting a moving target. And we're relatively successful, and I say that tongue in cheek, except for Pond 31. That has been a bear for us.
Okay,
We will continue at least doing the minimums that we're doing, but we recognize it is a moving target every month. Rainy season, dry season.
Any other audience comments? If not, the next meeting will be November 12th, so motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second.
The meeting is adjourned.
November 8th or 12th?
November 8th.
It says November 8th.
November 8th is the second Thursday.
Correct.
You said November